And we're back, fight fans. This is our first time back in a long, long time, folks. Let's in Brasília, fighting out of the RKT Club. Carlos Inocente is his coach. 20 years old, 1.85 meters tall, right-handed. He's had one fight, one victory, won by knockout. Brazilian kickboxing champion amateur. Let's introduce João Pedro Moreira. And in the red corner, his opponent from Viana, Maria. He's fighting out of Cerrado Kickboxing. Anderson Carvalho is his coach. He's 25 years old, 1.7 meters tall, right-handed. He's had 30 fights, 28 victories, 14 by knockout, 2 losses. Let us introduce Mr. Júlio Assunção. Super lightweight division. Let's see who starts out. These guys are fast at 142 pounds, professional athletes. And they both start with a leg kick right, both at the same time. And we see very fast punching skills coming from Júlio. Amazing fast punches, leg kicks as well. And we see João Pedro keeping his calm. He looks calm. He's looking like he wants to be here. He doesn't look afraid of the much, much more experienced Júlio Assunção. Júlio is a very, very experienced fighter, and he's only 25 years old. He looks calm. You can see he's got that ring savvy about him. Moving around well. He's much more, he seems to be much lighter on his feet than the young João Pedro. At 20 years old, there was a good kick from João Pedro and a good left and a right from Júlio. Now we see a little bit of worry on João Pedro's face as he mixed it up there just a little bit with Júlio Assunção. Let's see if he is up to the task in his first fight. And there goes a side kick off the front leg. Not sure what he was doing with that one. He's definitely got the height advantage, but it's going to have to be a lot faster and a lot more powerful than that. And a front kick as well off the back leg from João Pedro. The much taller athlete should be using those legs very, very efficiently. And there goes there was a good leg kick from João Pedro. But we see a very, very fast left counter hook from Júlio Assunção. Man, he's got fast hands. 1 minute left in this first round. Good leg kick from Júlio. And both fighters still feeling each other out a little bit in this first round. But João Pedro not overly intimidated, doing a good job. There's a good right hand and a good high kick from João Pedro. And once Júlio was inside, he was definitely able to use those counter punches to keep his João Pedro away. But we saw some good kicking skills from João Pedro. Very good. Now he's moving around definitely a little bit better as well, João Pedro is. And there goes a bit of a sloppy kick from Júlio. There goes like a right hand from Júlio Assunção, catching João Pedro on the left side of the face. Great, great counter. Now we see João Pedro moving around more, doing a good job. And there we go, the end of the first round. Good job to both these guys. Wow, those are fast hands that we see coming from Júlio. But João Pedro was able to pull off a few really fast techniques himself. Let's see if these guys are going to come back with a tank full of gas and see how they do in this second round. for the second round. We have the referee Orlando in the center of the ring. What a great referee that guy is. And let's see who starts off this second round. Second round of a 3-round scheduled fight. Starts off with a jab from young João Pedro. And there goes that left hand, right hand combination from Júlio Assunção. And now we definitely see much lighter João Pedro as he's moving around much more. He's changed to southpaw a little bit there for a second. Now he's back to being right-handed. And a good little bit of feinting there from Júlio Assunção as he's trying to set up something. Oh, and there goes a good right hand. Oh, and a good left counter from Júlio. A good right hand from João Pedro, countered by a great left hand from Júlio Assunção, knocking João Pedro to the ground. Definitely a much taller fighter, João Pedro. Oh, and there goes a great right hand from Júlio Assunção. Snuck that in without any difficulty at all. Fantastic. Good lateral movement coming out of João Pedro there as he's moving around to the side. And he's back to being a southpaw there for a second. Oh, and there goes a good high kick from João Pedro. That was quite an interesting technique as it flew over Júlio's head, and he looked around in a joking manner. Very, very comical. Very good job. And now we see João Pedro coming back to a little bit of his more sturdy, solid stance that he was with in the beginning of the first round. A little bit less movement, but we see a Júlio Assunção jumping around like a very, very active fighter that he is. Oh, and there goes a very interesting kick, a failed roundhouse kick followed by a side kick from low, and it did catch João Pedro in the stomach, and you can see his footmark there. Great job. It was a very, very fast kick. As he was moving away, that was interesting. I've never seen that one in WGP Kickboxing. Oh, and there goes a good left counter from Júlio Assunção. And now we see a little bit weaker João Pedro. And a little bit more respectful, maybe we could say. Not that he didn't have respect before. And there he goes trying to push kick, but he slips and falls. And that's the end of the second round. Round 3 of this scheduled 3-round fight here in the super lightweight division in Brasília. In the blue corner, João Pedro Moreira, and in the red corner, Júlio Assunção. As these guys start out, we see a very energetic Júlio still after in the third round, after 2 rounds of fighting. He is very active and very full of energy. Not to take anything away from João Pedro, because he also looks very well rested. Attempted a leg kick from Júlio. There goes a good combination of left and a right from João Pedro, something we haven't seen a lot of in this fight from him. Good job. Oh, and there goes, a good combination from Júlio Assunção. He has got some fast hands, and he's got great fast footwork, able to move in really quickly. You see João Pedro doing a little bit more moving, a little bit more feinting, a little bit more bobbing and weaving, trying to get off a combination, trying to set something up. He's kind of fighting in... Oh, and there goes a good combination from Júlio. It seems like João Pedro's trying to set something up from being a right-handed fighter and from being a southpaw, and he's kind of leaving himself in the middle, a little bit open to those barrages from Júlio Assunção. Oh, and there goes a good knee from João Pedro. Júlio Assunção just shakes it off like nothing happened. Fight number 31 here for Júlio Assunção. Fight number 2 for João Pedro. Great difference in experience, but definitely not to take away from... Hey, and there goes that side kick from João Pedro. On the mark, but still, again, too slow. It did knock Júlio Assunção back, but not enough to be effective to wind him in any way whatsoever. Good leg inside from the inside leg kick by Júlio Assunção. We don't see that a whole lot. Another leg kick from Júlio, this time from the outside of the back leg roundhouse. Oh, and there goes a back kick from Júlio. Oh, he's so good at the other stuff. Why does he do that in the third round? I'm not sure. All of these guys do this back kick in the third round when they're tired, and it hasn't been well trained. Anyways, it was an attempt. Oh, and there goes a good leg kick by Mr. João Pedro, and that's the end of the third round. Let's see what the judges are going to come back with in this fight. It's actually not that easy to call. Let's see. I'm not going to say a word about this one. I was wrong about the first one, or the second one, I should say. And let's see. Still no word about young Yuri, if he is okay, if he is at the hospital already. I haven't heard anything yet. Hopefully he is okay. We'll be right back with the judge's final decision. And let's see what the official judge's decision is in this super lightweight fight. Unanimous decision. The winner is Júlio Assunção. Great job